I wore a metal collar that kept me quiet and harmless, almost like a child. But whenever Bart removed it, I transformed into a violent fighter. I am a young man raised by a cruel man named Bart to be his secret weapon. He used me to collect debts for his dirty loan business. I would attack anyone he pointed to without hesitation. My life was defined by this brutal purpose. When I wasn't working, I was treated like an animal. Bart kept me locked in a dark cage, feeding me cheap, canned food. My only possession was a worn-out children's book with a picture of a piano. I would stare at that image for hours, and it gave me a strange sense of peace. That small picture was my only escape from the lonely and violent world I was forced to live in. One day I was left waiting in a warehouse during one of Bart's jobs. Instead of watching for my signal, I found a real piano. As I touched the keys, a blind piano tuner entered the room. He wasn't afraid and even asked for my help. For the first time, I heard beautiful music and felt a moment of kindness. Because of this, I was late to help Bart, who was ambushed and punished me. Soon after, Bart forced me into illegal death matches to make more money. I easily won my first fight, but our victory was short-lived. Our car was shot at by one of Bart's enemies, and he was left for dead. I managed to crawl out of the wreckage, injured but finally free from my master. With nowhere else to go, I ran to the only place where I had ever felt peace. I went back to the warehouse and found the blind piano tuner, but I collapsed from my injuries. I woke up scared in a strange house, but the blind man and his stepdaughter were very kind. They gave me food and an old keyboard to play music on. They didn't treat me like an animal. Slowly, I began to trust them and let them care for me in their home. They treated me like I was part of their family. They taught me how to do normal things like eat with a spoon and shop for groceries. The daughter taught me how to play the piano properly. Through music, I began to feel like a real person for the first time. One evening, the girl gently removed the metal collar from my neck, telling me it was time to let go. My new life was threatened when one of Bart's men found me. It turned out Bart had survived and wanted me back. To protect my new family, I agreed to return to him. But when Bart tried to make me fight again, I refused. I escaped and found a photo of my mother, and a song unlocked a memory. Bart killed her when I was a child. Just then, Bart and his men stormed the apartment. This time, I fought to protect my family, not for a master. I defeated all of them, but when I had Bart beaten, the blind man begged me not to become a killer like him. Months later, I was truly free, sitting in a concert hall with my new family. As the daughter played my mother's song, I cried tears of peace.